चिम्मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः निहित्तिश्चाविवृता नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। 29. त्वत्पादाम्बुजमर्चयामि परमं त्वां चिन्तयाम्यन्वहम् त्वामीशं शरणं व्रजामि वचसा त्वामेव याचे विभो। वीक्षां मे दिश चाक्षुषीं सकरुणां दिव्यैश्चिरं प्रार्थितां शम्भो लोकगुरो मदीयमनसः सौख्योपदेशं कुरु। वस्त्रोद्धूतविधौ सहस्रकरता पुष्पार्चने विष्णुता गन्धे गन्धवहात्मतान्नपचने बर्हिर्मुखाध्यक्षताम्। पात्रे काञ्चनगर्भतास्ति मयि चेत् बालेन्दुचूडामणे शुश्रूषां करवाणि ते पशुपते स्वामिंस्त्रिलोकी गुरो। नालम्बा परमोपकारकमिदं त्वेकं पशूनां पते पश्यन् कुक्षिगतांश्चराचरगणान् बाह्यस्थितान् रक्षितुम्। सर्वामर्त्यबलायनौषधमतिज्वालाकरं भीकरम् निक्षिप्तं गरलं गले न गिलितं नोद्गीर्णमेव त्वया। ज्वालोग्रः सकलामरातिभयदः क्ष्वेलः कथं वा त्वया दृष्टः किञ्चकरे धृतः करतले किं पक्वजम्बूफलम्। जिह्वायां निहितश्च सिद्धघुटिका वाकण्ठदेशे भृतः किन्ते नीलमणिर्विभूषणमयं शम्भो महात्मन् वद। नालं वा सकृदेव देव भवतः पूजा सेवानतिर्वानुतिः पूजा वा स्मरणं कथाश्रवणमप्यालोकनं मादृशाम्। स्वामिन्नस्थिरदेवतानुसरणायासेन किं लभ्यते का वा मुक्तिरितः कुतो भवति चेत् किं प्रार्थनीयं तदा। So we said the description that is being made here is one of the halahala visha emerging and Parameshwara swallowing it. So this is the description that we see here. And Bhagavad Pada has almost used 3 verses fully. So the one which we will be seeing now is also referring to that. So 3 or 4 verses in fact. Okay. So directly alluding to the episode and expressing his awe over what has happened. So we will see the next verse 34. Kim brūmastava sāhasam paṣupate Kim bromastava sahasam pashupate. Kim bromastava sahasam pashupate. Kasyasti shambho bhavadhairyam. Kasyasti shambho bhavadhairyam. Kasyasti shambho bhavadhairyam. Chedrishamatmanasthitiryam. 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 Chanyaih katham labhyate. Chanyaih katham labhyate. Chanyaih katham labhyate. Bhrasyadevaganam trasanmuniganam. Bhrasyadevaganam trasanmuniganam. Bhrasyadevaganam trasanmuniganam. Nasyat prapancham layam. Nasyat prapancham layam. Nasyat prapancham layam. Pashyan nirbhaya ekayeva viharati. Pashyan nirbhaya ekayeva viharati. Pashyan nirbhaya ekayeva viharati. Ananda sandro bhavan. Ananda sandro bhavan. Ananda sandro bhavan. So here he is just exclaiming. He is exclaiming, Kim brumaha tava sahasam. Tava sahasam kim brumaha. Kim brumastava sahasam pashupate. Hey Pashupate, tava sahasam kim brumaha. What do I speak of? Your sahasa. Kasyasti shambho bhavadhairyam chedrishamatmanasthitiryam. So bhavadhairyam atmanaha sthitihiyam cha anyaih katham labhyate. These words are very simple, but there is a lot of interesting things which have been kept in mind by Bhagavad Pada. Bhrashyad devaganam trasan muniganam nasyat prapancham layam pashyan nirbhaya ekayeva viharati ananda sandro bhavan. So if you just take a simple sentence, ananda sandraha bhavan viharati. So this is where the kriyapada viharati. Viharati means so happily moving around. Okay. So enjoys. So dwells. In what form? Ananda sandraha. Ananda sandraha means nibidananda rupaha. So ghani bhuta ananda. So that is what this ananda sandra means. In fact, the word sandra appears as the first word in Narayani. Sandra ananda avabodhatmakam. There he describes, Bhattatri describes as you are an embodiment of dense happiness. Dense is what is meant by Sandra, okay? Nibida, tightly. Ananda Sandro Bhavan Viharati. Pashyan Viharati, okay? Pashyan Viharati, Nirbhayaha Viharati. So these are all further qualifiers. Tvam Ananda Sandraha Pashyan Kim Pashyan. So there are a few things listed here. Bhrashya, 4 things are listed in fact. Bhrashyat devaganam trasan muniganam nashyat prapancham layam. You can say layam pashyan. Bhrashyat devaganam pashyan. Trasan muniganam pashyan. Nashyat prapancham pashyan. So all are pashyan. See, so there is a karma. What is being seen by you? So these descriptions basically give us a hint that what is described is the state in which the halahala visha came, and all are terrified. Bhrashyad devaganam. Devanam ganaha devaganaha. Right? Bhrashyat means slipping. So skhalanam. Okay. So bhrashyat means slipping from one's own position. Swasmat sthanat bhrashyant. So just imagine, so suppose I in fact remember an event. So when I had been to New Zealand once, 3-4 times went there. Once when I went, there was a mild shake in the building, small shake. So everyone, there was an alarm, and everyone was supposed to go out and stand somewhere in the outer space. You understand? So this bhrashyat means, so irrespective of which floor you are, so which position you are, all of them will jump from their seat, and then they will go out and stand in open space. You understand? So similarly here, irrespective of the position that are occupied in the assembly in which they stay, all the devas bhrashyat. So they just jumped from their seat and then came out. Okay. So bhrashyat devaganam. Then he says, trasan muniganam. The devas have some abhimanas. Okay, after all, so they are not here in this loka, they are in a different loka with a different kind of facilities, so with the different comforts. But munis, they have left everything, right? So they should be free. That also is not true. Trasan muniganam. So the fear that this visha generated made even the munis tremble. Okay. Trasan muniganam. Okay. So Parameshwara is just observing all. Bhrashyad devaganam. Trasan muniganam. How is he observing? Ananda sandraha. So he is just Ananda sandraha pashyan. Then he says, Nashyat prapancham. Nashyat prapancham means, so it seems as if it will finish the entire world. Nashyat prapancham. Okay. So prapancha is basically referring to some vistara. So all that is around is going to be finished with this. So that is what he is noticing. Okay. So then one gets a feeling that this is almost like the period in which the entire prapancha will get into laya mode. Okay. So prapanchasya srishtihi, prapanchasya layaha. So here layaha refers to, so liyate yasmin kale sarvam api saha layaha. Okay. Yasmin kale sarvam liyate saha kalaha layaha. Tam kalam. Okay. So tam layam means tam kalam pashyan. So as if the time has come, the entire thing is going to be destroyed. Okay. So here, so the 4 words in the third pada, all of them are objects of darshana, of Parameshwara. Drashyad prashya, bhrashyad devaganam, trasan muniganam, nashyat prapancham, layam pashyan. So you have to understand these 4 are different things. Okay, not prapanchasya laya. Nashyat prapancham pashyan, sarvesham layamapi pashyan. Tadisha layakala sampraptaha iti layakalam pashyan. Okay. Ananda sandro bhavan viharati ekayeva viharati. So you are the only person who is happily moving around. Okay. So this is what he describes. So given this situation, now he is asking, Kim brumaha tava sahasam. Tava sahasam kim brumaha. The word sahasam, fact, there is a verse in, I think it is in Kiratarjuniyam also, I don't know, somewhere. So it starts with Sahasa Vidadhitana Kriyam. Repeat. Sahasa Vidadhitana Kriyam. Sahasa Vidadhitana Kriyam. Avivekah Paramapadam Padam. Avivekah Paramapadam Padam. Avivekah Paramapadam Padam. He says, Sahasa Vidadhita Nakriyam Avivekah Paramapadam Padam. Sahasam. So that reminded me of this. This is a Upadesha he is saying. Sahasa Nakriyam Sahasa Vidadhita. So Sahasa Vidadhita. What do we understand by that? Sahasa Vidadhita. The word Sahasa refers to, it can refer to a certain process, it can refer to a certain act. So here, Kriyam Sahasa Navidadhita. So Sahasa Navidadhita means without thinking what could be the consequence of the act that you are performing, don't engage in act. Kriyam Sahasa Navidadhita means Avimrishyakaritvam. Vimrishyakari means one who thinks of the consequences and then engages. Avimrishyakari means one who does not think. Just like that, there is an impulse, this fellow goes. Okay? So, avimrishyakaritvam is not desired. So, sahasa nakriyam vidadhita means avimrishyakaritaya kriyayam may you not engage. Now, Parameshwara is described sahasam. So, without thinking, what will be the effect of consuming this? You have just swallowed. See, sahasa, say, kim brumastava sahasam. Tava sahasam, tadvishe kim brumaha. What do we say? Okay. It can also refer to, see, so avimrishyakari is generally used to refer to someone whose act is likely to end up with undesirable ends. Okay, so dushkritam karma. So that is what we mean. So sahasam tat tava vishaye. Okay, kim brumastava sahasam. In fact, there is an interesting verse which I came across. So the verse lists 4 things as sahasa kriya. It will be good to know. So it is not you, of course it is avimrishyakaritvam only, but it actually refers to the karma itself. Okay, I will tell the verse, you repeat. Manushyamarana chauryam. Manushyamarana chauryam. Manushyamarana chauryam. Paradara abhimarshanam. Paradara abhimarshanam. Paradara abhimarshanam. Parushyamubhayam cheti. Parushyamubhayam cheti. Parushyamubhayam cheti. Sahasam syat chaturvidham. Sahasam syat chaturvidham. Sahasam syat chaturvidham. Once again say, Manushyamarana chauryam. Repeat. Manushyamarana chauryam. Manushyamarana chauryam. Paradara abhimarshanam. Paradara abhimarshanam. Paradara abhimarshanam. Parushyamubhayam cheti. Parushyamubhayam cheti. Parushyamubhayam cheti. Sahasam syat chaturvidham. Sahasam syat chaturvidham. Sahasam syat chaturvidham. There are 4 types of sahasa which he is listing. Okay. Manushya Maranam need not necessarily be considered as killing the person. Metaphorical killing. Okay. It's also, he just killed me, okay, by his conversation. Manushya Maranam Chauryam. Okay. Then Manushya Maranam is one aspect. Chauryam is second aspect. Paradarabhimarshanam. So snatching away others' wives. Parushyam Ubhayam. Parushyam. See, this Parushyam Ubhayam he says. One is, see, the Parushyam can be either verbal or physical. So one can say Vak Parushyam or Danda Parushyam. Both forms of Parushyam. Okay. So Parushyam Ubhayam. See, there are two types of Parushyam. In fact, Vak Parusha is far more than Danda Parusha. See? So you, out of temper, you just let loose your words. And then once it is lost, then you keep on repenting later, forever. Okay? So this is Vak Parushyam and Danda Parushyam. In fact, there is a verse, there is a kural. Iniya ulavaga innada kural kaniruppa kai kavarandhatru. Thiruvalluvar says, Iniya ulavaga means when there are sweet words to say. Innada kural, putting it in very harsh words. This is like you have a ripe fruit, fantastic ripe banana, assume. So he left that. So some raw banana was there and he put and he had to spit it. Okay. So kaniruppa kai kavarandhatru. When there is a ripe fruit which is so sweet. So if you just take some raw fruit and then suffer, what to do? So that's what, this is what is called Vak Parushyam. And Vak Parushyam is essentially Avimrshya Karikam. You understand? Sahasam. So you don't think what the consequences are, driven by some impulse, you just blurt out. So these are various kinds of sahasam. See, Manushya Maranam, Chauryam, Paradarabhimarshanam, so Parushyam Ubhayam Cheti. There are four types of sahasam. Now here if you see, so this sahasam that he is talking about of Parameshwara, okay, he is hurting himself, okay, by consuming this. Kimbru mastava sahasam, without thinking of the consequence. You are engaged in this. Then Pashupate kasyasti shambho bhavadhairyam. Bhavadhairyam kasyasti. This dhairyam is dhirasya bhavaha. See, bhavarthe shenyi pratyaya. Okay. So dhira plus shenyi will be dhairyam. Bhavadhairyam kasyasti. See, what is this dhairyam that he is talking? The first is courage, even to see. So it was described as jwalogram, jwalograha. See, jwalabhihi ugraha, jwalograha. Jwalograha. So the flames itself make everybody run away. That's what he was describing. Bhrasya devaganam tasan muniganam. So you not only saw that, you took it in your hands, you put it into your mouth, and the fourth thing is you just held it in your neck. All these things. For all this, there should be a certain determination. So this is what is called nishchita, nishchitartha. Nishchitartha dvichalanti dhira. Somewhere it is there. Nishchitartha dvichalanti dhira. Okay. So this dhiraha, so this dhira, So he is saying, Kasyasti Shambho Bhavad Dhairyam. So your kind of Nishchaya. See, you may take something, but then unless you are Nishchita, so you may drop also. So Parvati was saying, no, you can't consume, and so on. But he decided that he will consume, and he was just continuing. In fact, there is a nice definition which is given for dhairya. So the Sahityakaras, they define. In Sahitya Darpana, this is Vyavasayadachalanam, 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 Dhairyam Vighne Mahatyapi,
Dhairyam
Vighne Mahatyapi, Dhairyam Vighne Mahatyapi, Mahatyapi Vighne. Understand? Mahatyapi Vighne, even when there is a mighty difficulty. Okay? Mahatyapi Vighne, Vyavasayat Achalanam. Vyavasaya means Nishchaya. Okay? You have determined to go. Nishchayat Achalanam. Vyavasayat Achalanam. Dhairyam Vighne Mahatyapi. That is how they define this. Kimru Mastavasahasam Pashubate Kasyasti Shambho Bhavad Dhairyam Chaidrisham Atmanasthitiriam. Atmanaha, in fact, the Dhairya. So what is that verse? There is a verse. Kumara Sambhava. Vikara hetau sati vikriyante yesham nachetam sitayeva dhiraha. Yesham nachetam sitayeva dhiraha. Pratyarthibhutam see. Pratyarthibhutam apitam samadhehe sushrushamanam girisho numeni. Correct, very good. See? This is why we have to have some such shishyas. Pratyarthibhutam apitam samadhehe. See? Pratyarthibhuta, Pratipakshabhuta. See? Pratyarthibhutam apitam samadhehe sushrushamanam girishon. See the sushrushamana. See, Aradhana. Sushrushamana, how does it come? So this sushrushamana. So this parasmaipadi, this dhatu, shrudhatu, shrunoti. But when you add this sannanta, this will become atmanepadi. Okay, and therefore sushrushamanam. That is how the word comes. And there is a sutra. What is that sutra? Nyashrusmridrisham sanaha. This is the sutra. Repeat. Nyashrusmridrisham sanaha. Nyashrusmridrisham sanaha. That is how sushrushamana. So here once again it is the dhiratvam of the Parameshwara, dhairyam. Vikara hetau sati. So here if you see the definition is Mahati Vighne Satyapi Vyavasayat Achalanam. So similarly, Pratipaksham Pashyannapi Parameshwaraha Sushrushamanam Anumene Sushrushama Vikara hetau sati vikriyante. It is essentially when the Vighna comes that Vikara happens. Vikara hetu. Sometimes chapalyam. So sometimes temptation, sometimes bhaya. So all are sources of vikara. So vikara hetu sati vikriyante yesham na chetam sitayeva dhiraha. So Parameshwara is kim brumaha tava sahasam pashupade kasyasti shambho bhavad dhairyam cha idrisham. Idrisham dhairyam kasyasti. Atmanasthitiriam. Atmanaha yam sthitihi. So yam sthitihi means, so in spite of consuming, remaining as Ananda Sandra. Atmanasthitiriam cha anyayih katham labhyate. Who else can get this? Okay. So you are basically the only person in this universe who is able to withstand this Jwalogra. Not only that, you are the only person who has saved the world. So being influenced by this thought of what has happened, Bhagavad Pada has described almost devoted four verses, okay, to describe this. Read this. Kim brūmastava sāhasam pajavade kasyāsti shambho bhavadhairyam chedrishamat atmanasthitiriam chanyayih katham labhyate. Drashyadevaganam prasanmuniganam nashyat prapancham layam pasyan nirbhaya eka eva viharatyananda sandro bhavan. Next, Yogakshema Dhurandharasya.
Yogakshema Dhurandharasya. Yogakshema Dhurandharasya.
Sakala Shreyah Pradodyoginaha. Sakala Shreyah Pradodyoginaha. Sakala Shreyah Pradodyoginaha. Drishta Drishtamatopadeshakritinaha.
Drishta
Drishtamatopadeshakritinaha. Drishta Drishtamatopadeshakritinaha. Bahyantaravyavinah. 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 Sarvajñasya dayakarasya bhavatah. Sarvajñasya dayakarasya bhavatah. Sarvajñasya dayakarasya bhavatah. Kim veditavyam maya. Kim veditavyam maya. Kim veditavyam maya. Shambho tvam paramantarangaiti me. Shambho tvam paramantarangaiti me. Shambho tvam paramantarangaiti me. Chitte smaramyanvaham. Chitte smaramyanvaham. Chitte smaramyanvaham. Yogakshema Dhurandharasya. Dhurandharaha. 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 Dhurandharaha is one who is sort of bent upon. It is used in that sense also. So Dhuhu is Bhara. Okay. So Dhuram Dharatiti Dhurandharaha. You can say. Dhurodharaha also you can say. Dhuraha Shashti. Okay. Dhuraha Dharaha Dhurandharaha. So one who takes the burden. Takes the burden of what? There are two kinds of things. Yoga is a burden. Kshema is also a burden. Okay. So yoga is a burden in the sense you have to. Yoga is aprapta prapti. If you want to get something, then you have to put efforts. So that is yoga. So praptasya rakshanam is kshema. So even to gain knowledge, you have to put efforts. Otherwise knowledge doesn't come. So that is yoga. See, jnanasya prapti is supposed to say. Many people don't worry about that. But So those who worry, so they have to put efforts. And praptasya rakshanam also you have to put effort. You have to keep on repeating. Otherwise it will go. It will be gone. Grahanam dharanam. Okay. Yogakshema dhurandharasya. So in fact, we have this phrase. Why am I saying this? I am saying this because we say Jnanam Maheshwara Dichet. So there are few things that we say. So Jnanam Maheshwara Dichet, Mokshamiche Janardana. So Jnanam is something which has to come from Parameshwara. Therefore, he helps us. Yogakshema dhurandharasya, blesses you with knowledge, which can stay with you. Sakala shreyah pradaha, whether it is the wealth in the form of knowledge or wealth in the form of other things. So whatever it is, so he is the one who does. He is a dhurandhara in that. Yogakshema dhurandharasya. Then Sakala shreyah pradodyoginaha. So udyoga means activity with which you engage. So we used to ask, உங்களுக்கு என்ன உத்தியோகம்? Means what is your profession? In English if you want to say. So what is the activity with which you engage? என்ன உத்தியோகம்? Means a teacher is my உத்தியோகம். We used to say in Tamil, Maadu Mekara Udyogam. Understand? So if you don't study, so your Udyoga will be only to drive cows. So you take the cows. Nowadays people take the dogs. That is one thing. Okay, that is one Udyoga that they have to do. So earlier people used to take the cows for somewhere to do that. So if you don't study well, I remember in the villages people will say, ஒழுங்கா படிக்கலன்னா மாடு மேய்க்கிற உத்தியோகம் தான் கிடைக்கும். Means if you don't study well, the udyoga that you will get is only to graze the cows. So there is udyoga in that. So here he is saying the udyoga of Parameshwara is, what is the udyoga? He says Sakala shreyah pradodyoginaha. The udyoga of Parameshwara is to bless you with all the shreyas. Okay. Sakala shreyah pradodyoginaha. Drishta drishtamatopadesha kritinaha. Drishta drishtamatopadesha. So drishtam means drishtam phalam. You should just take. Adrishtam means adrishtam phalam. So certain things which you can enjoy here is what is called drishtam phalam, which is tangible to you. So adrishtam phalam is something which is not tangible. Okay. Drishtam phalam will be, say there are some students. So even for morning 11 o'clock class, they will come with semi-closed eyes. I will ask them what happened. They will say, just now we woke up. Understand? So they feel that sleeping for 8 hours, 10 hours is drishtam phalam. Okay. So if you get up at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, see, so sleep only for 5 hours, 6 hours. So that will be some adrishtam phalam will be there. Anyway, so this Sakala shreyah pradodyoginaha drishta drishtamatopadesha kritinaha. See, drishta adrishta mata. See, drishta phalatvena yat sadhanam. Drishta phala hetubhutam yat sadhanam. Adrishta phala hetubhutam yat sadhanam matam. Understand? Drishta phala sadhanatvena yan matam. Adrishta phala sadhanatvena yan matam. Tadubhayasya upadesha karta. Drishta drishta matopadesha kritinaha. Kritinaha means samartha. Okay. The one by giving you the right knowledge. So So this Jnanam Maheshwaradichid I told you. So Drishta Drishtamatopadesha Kritinaha. So he is engaging himself with that activity. Bhyaantaravyapinaha. So the one who is inside, the one who is outside, all pervasive Ishvara. Bhyaantaravyapinaha. Sarvajnasya. Say, you are Sarvajna. I don't need to describe what my state is. Okay, so you know that. And you are also compassionate. Dayakarasya. Sarvajnasya dayakarasya bhavataha. Kim veditavyam maya. What is there for me to submit before you? You know everything. Shambho tvam paramantaranga iti me. Since you are paramantaranga. So paramantaranga, antaranga means something which is very, very close. So paramantaranga iti me chitte smaramyanvaham. Aham anvaham tvam chitte smarami. So this thought itself will give me whatever I need. So you are of that nature. So therefore I don't need to say anything. Okay? Read. Yogakshema dhurandharasya sakala shreyah pradodhyoginaha drishta drishtamatopadesha kritinaha bhyaantaravyapinaha sarvajnasya dayakarasya bhavataha kim veditavyam maya Shambho tvam paramantaranga iti me chitte smaramyanvaham. Essentially this means tava smaranena etat sarvam labhyate. Whatever I have to get, whatever that has to stay with me. So all of them will be taken care by you. What is right, what is to be done, what is not to be done. What is good for me, what is not good for me. Everything is known to you. I just submit myself to you. So this is what it says. Next is a very beautiful verse. Bhakto bhakti gunavrate. Bhakto bhakti gunavrate. Bhakto bhakti gunavrate. Mudamrita purne prasanne manaha. Mudamrita purne prasanne manaha. Mudamrita purne prasanne manaha. Kumbhe sambatavangri pallavayugam. Kumbhe sambatavangri pallavayugam. Kumbhe sambatavangri pallavayugam. Samsthapya samvitphalam. Samsthapya samvitphalam. Samsthapya samvitphalam. Sattvam mantra mudirayan. Sattvam mantra mudirayan. Sattvam mantra mudirayan. Nija shariragara shuddhim vahan. Nija shariragara shuddhim vahan. Nija shariragara shuddhim vahan. Punyaham prakatikaro miruchiram. Punyaham prakatikaro miruchiram. Punyaham prakatikaro miruchiram. Kalyanamapadayan. 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 So there is a wonderful imagery that Bhagavad Pada presents here. See, many of you would be aware of a certain ritual called Punyaha. Punyaha Vachanam is what they say. So So any inauspicious thing that happened in our house, so we would like to do this punyaha vachana, where basically some mantras will be rendered, so and ashubha devatas will be driven away, and it also is performed more in a physical manner. So for us, suppose we are ashuddhi, assume something fell on us, so immediately what we do is we just go and dip ourselves in water, okay? Or at least go to shower. This is what we have to say. I will go for shower. Snanam avagaha snanam alla kadaidu. So we just do something. This is shuddhikaranam, physical shuddhikaranam. So jalam, with jalam we do the shuddhikaranam. Similarly, after this ritual, so this jala prokshana will be done. Okay? So this it will be on vyaktis as well as the griha. This is what we do. This is called punyaha. And for performing this ritual, the first thing that you have to do is, so you have to get a kalasha, and the kalasha will be decorated with some threads, and then something will be kept on that. So now Bhagavad Pada is describing all this in a slightly different way. So this is a interesting thing that he does. So bhaktaha bhakti guna vrite. Here he is saying guna refers to the virtue. Guna also refers to the rope thread. Okay. Bhakti guna vrite, he says. So I am just going to cover with the thread. Okay. So this is like a punya ghata. So ghata, your antakarana is like a ghata. So you just tie it with bhakti guna. So avrita means covered with that, shielded by that. Bhakto bhakti guna vrite. Then mudamrita purne. Mud means santosha. Okay. So amrita here refers to water. Once you prepare the kalasha, you have to pour water into that kalasha, right? So here, what is the amrita in your antahkarana? It is santosha. Understand? So the antahkarana you can think of like a ghata. So on that, so you have to tie your antahkarana, so through the bhakti. So bhakti is the guna and mutu is the amrita. Amrita means jalam here. Mudamrita purne. Fill this with mudamrita. Okay. So the antahkarana, see, for some people, if they have some sadvasana in themselves, so if you just put that small child, many of them will have sadvasana or nirvasana will be there. Durvasana will be only some few people. You have to understand. That will be very, very small in number. So sadvasana will be there generally. So if you just put, that child will also happily start singing Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So whatever it is, bhajana. So see, like the Shakambari. So this, if you have some sadvasana, will just come. So here you have to sort of tie. Once you do this, it is like not escaping, not allowing this fellow to escape. If you don't allow him to escape, so then he should be happy there. Okay. So here, anybody who has sadvasana, they will be happy. See, mudamritam, purnam. Once you engage in that activity, so mudamrita purne, then he says, kumbhe, manah kumbhe. See, so manaha is kumbha. Manah kumbhe, sambatavangri pallavayugam. So what do I do? So in the punyaha vachana karma, so after filling the water, so what you do is you just keep the chutapatra, amrapatra. So you will keep those leaves. And here the leaves is angri pallava. Tava angrihi eva pallava. Okay. That Kisalaya that we keep is your feet. Tavangri Pallavayugam. Understand? They just like placing. Tava Angri Pallavayugam. I will keep contemplating on that. Tava Angri Pallavayugam Samsthapya. And further he says Sambit Phalam Samsthapya. Sambit means Jnanam. So here the Sambit Phalam, you can take it as Jnana gives you Purnata. Okay. And the fruit which will be generally called Purna Phala is coconut. See, Samsthapya Sambit Phalam. I am doing all this. Bhakto Bhakti Gunavrite Mudamrita Purne Prasanne Manah Kumbhe Samba Tavangri Pallavayugam Samsthapya Sambit Phalam. So now, after keeping all this, you have to chant mantras. Sattvam mantra mudhirayan. Sattvam mantram. So Sattvam mantram means very powerful mantras. Okay. So Sattvam mantram. Sattva pradayakam mantram. Sattvasya udrekadayakam. Okay. So that mantram. Sattvam mantra mudhirayan. Nija shariragara shuddhim vahan. So now, after doing the punya havajana, where are you going to take the water and sprinkle now? Nija shariragaram. Agara means griha. Agara means griha. So I purify the entire body. It's a very beautiful description. After all, when the thoughts are purified, then the entire Sharira is purified. So otherwise it is Mala Sharira, Malamayam anyway. So in order to make this Malamayam Amala, so it is only this which can do. Okay. So Nija Sharira Agara Shuddhim Vahan. The word Agara actually means Griha. Agaram means Griha. So this is Agam Richati Agara. So this is an interesting word. Maybe we will leave it for now. Nija shariragara shuddhim vahan. So agara shuddhim vahan. By this process, so let me purify the entire sharira. Agara shuddhim vahan. In fact, somewhere I went. I don't remember, a few years back. So somebody said, why don't you participate in some yoga class now? Okay, I said, I went there. And they said, so think of your body, think of your leg, think of your thing. So they just keep on saying in some musical way, and then think that everything is purified, think that everything is thrown out. Okay? So this is how they ask us to practice. So here, this naturally happens. Once you engage in this, Nija shariragara shuddhim vahan. Punyaham prakati karomi. I am doing punyaha vachana. Okay. Punyaham for what? Punyaham for this sharira. Punyaham prakati karomi ruchiram kalyanam apadayan. This whole process, what does punyaha do? So even from the viewpoint of the psychology, something happens in your house. What would you do? You immediately wash out, right? So you immediately try to wash it. So jalena. So that gives you a sense of purity, okay? Sense of cleanliness. So here he is saying that kalyanam apadayan. Apadayan means bringing in, fetching in. So this activity itself, So removes the dirt in the sharira, and the dirt in the sharira is removed through cleaning the mind, and cleaning through which process is just saying bhakti gunavrite. So you have to retain this fellow, not to escape out. And mudamrita purne. So mudamrita purne. The tushti has to be there. The tushti is the jala. And this process actually, that is how even when I see, they may not understand anything. Many people. So this is, all these ISKCON people, they don't understand many things. They just engage in that music. So and that gives them some mudamrita. Mudamrita purne prasanne manah kumbhe sambata vangri pallavayugam samsthapya samvitphalam. It's just like, so you just seal it so that nothing comes out. Samsthapya samvitphalam. Once that is over, come out of that dhyana, you are a purified person. Sattvam mantra mudirayan nija sharir adhara shuddhim vahan punyaham prakati karomi ruchiram kalyanamapadayan. Okay, we'll stop here. Om Sarve Vishikana Santu Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Magaschid Dukha Bhak Bhavet. Om